Hello, this is Coach. Looks like we are going into guild expeditions. We're going to take on this nasty two-wave army, and notice I'm choosing to set up with in CE a single AAV and 7 rogues to take on all of these nasty tanks. What you're going to see happen here is a characteristic of the way that the two-wave armies behave. And so this is actually a mistake to go in with this setup. While in guild versus guild or attacking your neighborhood, going in with 7 rogues is often a smart strategy. Against a two-wave army, it's dangerous. So let's take a look how that happens. Alright, so here we go. We're going to attack. I like AAVs because they have that combat bonus, which means when any of the enemies attack that AAV, they're going to get retaliation, even if they are shooting rather than melee. Of course, that only works if the unit shooting is within the range of my AAV, so that my retaliation works. Okay, so it looks like all the tanks have made their move. So we're going to run our rogues here. And as you saw, I skipped my AAV's first move. I like to do that when I use a lot of rogues to make sure my one and only unit doesn't get defeated right away at the beginning of the battle by units that cannot reach the rogues yet. So here we go. We're going to start whacking away. And you'll notice that every tank that hits one of my rogues converts it to another AAV, and that tank takes a hit because of the retaliation. That's that nice bonus that AAVs have. Okay, we're about to run out of rogues here, so watch what their last unit does. Boom, guess who he hit? Okay, they all look the same now, but that unit right there, that is my original AAV unit. Okay, so now we'll just go through and hit these guys, just so you can see how they can continue in the battle. What I'll try to do is take out everything on the near side that's close to my AAV, and then I'm going to hightail it out of here and try to save them. So we'll just finish these guys over here off. Hitting another one. Okay, now they're down to only 4, and I'm going to put him way over in the corner, as far away as possible. And now you'll see their counterattack. Oh, there it goes. He just took out my original AAV, so we'll just skip the rest of this battle. Take a look. Without my AAV, all I have left for the second wave are just rogues. So I'm going to surrender this battle. If I were to go into the second wave with just rogues, they would get picked off 1 hit each, and that's not a good place to be. Okay, so while that works well in guild versus guild or against your hood, it doesn't work as well against a two-wave attack, because you have to have you still have to have a normal unit left for the second wave. So let's go back in and we'll make a few changes this time. As you can see, all I had left was 6 rogues, and even one of those was wounded, so we'll just clean that up and go in a little different this time. Here we go. We'll set up a little bit different set of units. There we go. We'll get some AAV on the board. Well, you know, if I do this again, it's just going to happen the same way. So let's straighten that out a little bit. Easiest way. I still want to be able to have them get retaliation by hitting my rogues, so we'll just replace a couple of them. Okay, and just to be safe, I'm gonna have 3 normal units. Could probably do it with 2, but then you have to be careful where you place them so that they don't both get taken out during the first wave. Alright, so let's go in with 3 AAVs and 5 rogues and take on those tanks. Okay, again, on my first turn, they don't reach far enough, so I'd have a choice of either going up a little ways and make sure I'm out of the range of the tanks, or like I just did, just let them sit in the back. That way they are no further forward than the rogues are. And the tanks cannot reach anybody yet, so they all waste their first turn. Okay. Alright, so now I can pull my rogues forward. And we'll just scatter them around. With AAVs, it doesn't really matter. They don't have a huge terrain bonus. Their bonus really comes from the retaliation. So then we'll just go in and start thwacking away at these tanks again. Alright, there goes one of them. And now they'll come back and start turning rogues into AAVs. Part of the trick on spacing on a turn like this is to make sure that all of your rogues will get converted without some of your other units getting hit just because the rogues were actually out of range. So think ahead a little bit and be efficient so that you get as many hits against the enemy as possible before you start taking any damage. Okay, so what I'm going to do next here is I'm pulling my units back as far as they can without going out of range. Okay, while it won't really matter in this battle too much, I'm showing you this. Sometimes when there's a mixed defense, some units on the defense can move faster than others. So it's a good idea to not go any more forward than you have to, unless there's a good reason to do that, because you don't want to get hit by defense units that you could have avoided. Okay, of course, with this kind of battle, I will take some damage because these tanks take 3 hits each to kill, because they have a special bonus as well, and that's basically it's reactive armor, so they can only take up to 3 points of damage per hit. Okay, but they're gone, and here we go. This time I have some AAVs left as well as some rogues, so we get to do the second battle without getting wiped out right away. So here we go. We're going to go into another round of battle. Luckily, the defense only has 4 units, so I'm matching up pretty well. I can just wait again, let them come out, and it's actually easier this time because 2 of the enemy defense units do not have that reactive armor, and so they should be easier to kill. Okay, so bringing my rogues out, same strategy as the first round, only this time fewer units to deal with. And notice this guy took a pretty heavy hit. In fact, he went down in 2 hits, so that's great. Okay, and because of that, the defense wastes all their turns to convert my other 3 rogues. So it was really important to kill 1, so they never got a hit in on that turn, because all 3 units wasted their turns converting. Okay, so now I can just go after this last tank and finish off, win the battle. And look at that. Still lost 3 units, but I was taking on a lot of reactive armor there, so it takes a lot of hits to put down that first army. And here my guild got some points as a reward. And I get a chest, and let's see what it gives me. Just a blueprint. It's a blueprint to the TOR, though, the Temple of Relics. That's a pretty good blueprint because that's a valuable one. And look at this. My guild is in first place on a close, heated match. So it's valuable to my guild to get those points from this battle. And we'll continue on with more. This is Coach, signing out.